Alright guys, so today I'm just going to show you how to do a full disassembly of a Glock. I'm going to be doing it on the 26th today, but pretty much all of them are exactly the same. So once you've done one, you've done them all kind of situation. Alright, so first thing you want to do is make sure your firearm's safe, obviously. Let's see if we can get that, huh? Yeah, there you go. Nice and safe. No one's going to die. So then just, take the top off here. Good stuff. Alright, so on the Glock, you got 3 pins. And we're just going to knock them out. First time you do it, guys, it's going to be a super pain in the butt to get a couple of these out. Especially the bigger one. Just because it actually holds your slide lock there. And so sometimes there's some pressure on it. You can actually kind of wiggle it back and forth if you can't get that pin out, okay? So just kind of give it pull this way or that way. Usually it'll come right out. Like I said, once you do it 2 or 3 times, they'll come right out. No big deal. Okay, so once you got your 3 pins out, you're just going to grab here, and you can pull your whole trigger out if you pull this off first. So you take this guy out, and then you go ahead and pull the whole mechanism out. From there, if you want to do like the 3-pound connector, right, you can just pull this off. You knock it out this way, this little pin here, you can knock it out and pull it off. It's relatively simple. I know it looks on camera, every time I looked at it on camera, I was like, what are they doing? There's actually this little slit in here that it rides in. So really all you got to do is twist it that way. It comes right off. No big deal. And then just reverse it to go back in. Okay? And then the top here, you just take off that stuff. This isn't a field strip, guys. If you don't know how to field strip it, go watch the field stripping video first and then come back. But okay, now so to remove your firing pin and all that good stuff, let me see. Yeah, you can see here. What you're going to do is, you can see the firing pin, you can pull back, right? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go underneath that firing pin, and there's a little gasket or a little piece here. And what you're doing is, if you get under there and you push it down, you're taking the pressure off the back so that you can slide this bad boy right off, right? All right. So then you can pull out your firing pin, and then depress the plunger here, and your extractor will fall right out. Okay, and then you can take that out. Be careful, there is a spring in here, and a little bitty guy. Let's see. Yeah, you see it. Okay. And then you can, do a 3-pound trigger, disconnect, swap, whatever you want to do. You can do a 25-cent trigger job. You can pretty much do anything at that point. You can replace stuff, And then when you put it back together, you're just going to do it kind of reverse order. So we will do the frame first. Okay. So you just want to make sure you're all lined up here. And you're going to slide right in here. It's kind of hard doing this. I'm trying to look at the camera, which keeps messing me up and makes me forget stuff. But anyways, nonetheless, locking block goes back in, right? And then the trick to this one is you put the top pin in first. And the reason being, your slide lock here, okay, there's a little spring. See that little spring? Basically, when you slide this back in, there's a little slot just for it. When you slide it back in, it fits underneath that top bar. That's what gives it that spring. Okay, so that's what makes it do that. Anyways, so then you can slide in the other bar. And I'm just calling them bars, guys, because anybody that's looking up this doesn't really care what they're called. But if you want to know what they're called, the trigger housing pin and the locking block pin, okay, no big deal, whatever. And then, so we got the lower pretty much put back together with a frame, if it's not an AR. And then we're going to put to slide back together. Okay. So essentially, you're going to put your safety plunger guide back in here. There's only one way that this can go. Okay. It's a little circle. You'll see a little circle in here. It only goes one way. Easy enough. And then firing pin. And when you go to do this, the trick here is just to kind of start it off like that. And then just to press the big guy down first to get started. And then you just do your little guy too. Okay. So no big deal. Everything's working good. We'll just put the barrel back in. And put her back together. And then you can go in and true up your pins or whatever, you know, make it pretty. Well, guys, appreciate it. If you have any questions about it, just let me know. I've done a little troubleshooting with it and stuff like that. So if you do it and you feel like you messed something up, just leave me a message or something, and I'll see what I can do for you, man. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.